Good morning, everyone. My name is Bhakti, and I lead the customer success segment in ORAI Robotics. It's a pleasure to host the ORAI AI Knowledge Series webinar episode 4. Today's secret success mantra is integrated marketing, and it's time to re-strategize multi-channel marketing to omni-channel conversational marketing that boosts customer engagement by up to 200%. In this webinar, you will learn how to convert your digital campaigns, push notifications, SMS marketing, email marketing, Facebook, Instagram, Google advertisements into powerful two-way interactive conversation and engagements, finally resulting to better MQLs and SQLs for your business with the power of artificial intelligence. For the people who may not be aware of the abbreviation MQL and SQL, let me help them understand that. MQL stands for Marketing Qualified Leads. MQL refers to the lead that is more likely to become a customer compared to the other leads based on lead intelligence. SQL stands for Sales Qualified Leads. SQL means that the sales team has qualified this lead to as a potential customer. On the other hand, is ready for direct sales follow-up and should be made priority to engage with one-on-one. There used to be a time when people used to prefer brick and mortar stores to visit and make purchases. But now, the buyer's journey has changed significantly. Today, businesses should reach customers where they are most, the digital platforms, and focus on engagement and trying to strike a conversation with the customers from their most preferred devices. If you don't want your customers to be frustrated, you need to apply an omni-channel conversational approach to your marketing strategy. Today, we have Swapnil Jain, CEO of ORAI Robotics, and Sujit Biswas, CTO, ORAI Robotics, will be taking and showcasing how to implement omni-channel conversational marketing powered by AI to your business and improve ROI significantly and reduce operation cost by up to 25%. Follow us on Twitter for the live webinar tweets. Do not forget to use hashtag conversational AI and hashtag ORAI. The link will be posted on your Q&A session. Let me quickly share the participants' guidelines of the webinar. The webinar is the live webinar and the webinar will be recorded for you to have the access to the same tomorrow. Certificate of participation. Well, we will issue certificate of participation to the participants who will be completing the learnings during the entire webinar. At the end of the webinar, the link will be shared. You will have to fill the form. The participants who will complete the webinar and fill the form, only they will be entitled for the certificate of participants. You can ask questions with speakers in the Q&A section on your right. The same will be answered in the end of the webinar. For any inquiries, queries, questions and challenges, you will find the contact details in Q&A session. Please feel free to have a conversation there, as once the webinar starts, we will not be able to pause. So hope everyone is set and we can begin the session with 229 participants live so far. Over to you, Mr. Swapnil Jain.
Thank you, Bhakti. Good morning, everyone. I'm super excited and it is our pleasure to host the 4th edition of the next generation conversational marketing, the tools, technologies and techniques. I mean, it's a rocking Saturday and what best it could be to start learning about disruptive technologies and how we can implement them in our day-to-day marketing activities. So as my team has already set the context, and let me quickly take you to the extremely fascinating presentation and then followed by a real-time demo and experience by Sujit with the real-time interactions with AI. It's going to be amazing experience for all of you. So stay tuned with us during this webinar. So let me quickly take you to the presentation. So now everyone probably have heard about the multi-channel and the omni-channel part, but yes, there is a huge difference. So if we quickly take it, what is multi-channel? I mean, the channels on which you have been doing a marketing, maybe a store, maybe a web, you're pushing the messages or the advertisements to mobile, to social networks, to the phone calls and all, right? That's how the multi-channel works. But now the world is of omni-channel. And in the case of an omni-channel, it has to be integrated. So all the channels available to the customers and they are connected. They need to be connected with a unified communications. So that's where the change is coming up. So the biggest difference you may be wanting to know between the multi-channel and the omni-channel marketing. Multi-channel puts the brand in the center of the strategy, whereas in the omni-channel, we put customer at the center of the strategy. And that's a shift. And we all, in this scenario, we all must have identified and seen that, hey, how important it is to put customer in the center for the strategy, right? Then we talk further and get a little more deeper into the omni-channel marketing. And in the omni-channel marketing, it is an approach that provides customers with a completely seamless, integrated digital experience from the first touch point to the last, till the time a person takes the sales, and for the education institutions, they take the admissions, the students take the admissions. That means each channel works together to create a unified message. And that's very, very important for us to understand today. It has to be a unified approach and unified messages where your customers, your students understand it, right? Now, let's take a quick look on how a structure of an omni-channel marketing looks like, right? So when we talk about the omni-channel, you have channels like SMS marketing, you have emails, you have digital advertisement, the paid marketings, you do affiliate marketings, you do print catalogs and the brochures, you have websites where your customers are coming up, you have content marketing and public relations and social media. So these all are the channels, right? So when we look into the omni-channel side of it, it has to be a integrated design and a unified conversations which moves forward, right? Now, let's define a successful omni-channel experience. Like, how does this omni-channel will become a success for your business or for any business as engagement strategies? And that's where you generate leads, you got a new lead, but don't make them think, engage them right away. As you allow them to think, as you allow the traditional ways where the leads are generated through the landing pages, the inquiry forms, the reaches to your CRM, and then based on the CRM and your sales team's availability, you or your team will be coordinating and calling them, right? Now, that's where you give them the chance, give the customers the chance to look for the competition. So don't make them think, engage them right away. Now, let's talk quickly about the engagement strategy. So you have channels, and when we talk about engagement strategy, what work? The pre-engagement. Greet the users the moment they have connected with you. Create a well-planned conversational strategy to engage with them. Engage them. The second stage, we're keeping them engaged with the new offers, automated follow-ups, and continual conversations. And then the last is a re-engage. So re-engaging inactive users, use personalized and rich content to send it to them, do a follow-ups, automated follow-ups. So there are many things which need to be done in order to engage the customers, in order to convert them into the better prospect for you. So engage, engage, engage. That's the strategy which have to be followed. Now, when we talk about the engagement strategy, the next move, what we have to understand, how do we engage? What do we do in the engagement? The best way to do the engagement. The best way to do the engagement is to strike a conversation. And conversation is something which can lead to a super level probability of closing the customers at the right time or before even the life cycle of the entire journey of the customer or the students can be reduced. So conversational AI becomes the key thing to basically engage with the customers, right? Now let's go to the next and understand quickly that what is conversational strategy or conversational AI, right? So this is a new concept or the culture what people are talking about. It improves customer engagement by allowing customers to ask exactly what they need from you using their own terminology and words. I mean, what more with the NLPs like natural language processing, understanding, it is not just one way of a conversation. You're talking about two-way conversations, right? And a 2% boost in the customer retention can have the same impact on your bottom lines as reducing the operational cost by 10%. So this is very important. If you can strike a conversation with your customers and students right there when they are available, that just changes the way they are getting connected and they are getting nurtured, right? Now let's understand, how do you do the conversations, right? Or where do you do the conversation? So meet your customers, meet your students where they are. And today, we all would agree that we all are available in WhatsApp. And WhatsApp has been like billions of users active. People are spending more than 3 hours a day on the WhatsApp. The biggest possible advantage is that any messages what you and me receive over the WhatsApp are not left unopened. They are always read, despite a few of the groups we keep on the mute. But yes, if it is an individual one-on-one messages which comes to the WhatsApp, we try not to ignore them and read them, comparative to the email marketing or the SMS what we receive today. And that's a quick example or the check you can do yourself, that just go to your email and see how many emails are unread. Then you'll realize that how many are unread, and then reach to your SMS and see how many are unread. But when you reach to your WhatsApp, I mean, that's the case with me, I'm sure that I have very less WhatsApp messages which are left unread. So the world has changed. We all are there on the WhatsApp, and we as a business can leverage this and want to reach to the people where they are available, right? So the question could be how WhatsApp can help us or will revolutionize the customer experience with the help of improving the ROI, right? I mean, quickly, we will also tell you that how there are 3 categories of the WhatsApp, and these 3 categories of the WhatsApp are WhatsApp for business, WhatsApp personal, WhatsApp for business app, and the 3rd category is WhatsApp business API. And today we will see how we can leverage the WhatsApp API to the businesses, right? Now, the one slide which we have seen earlier, now let's rethink the omni-channel strategy, where centralized, unified, real-time engagement and conversation is the key. We can have all the channels what we have seen so far, but then we need at the central point modern marketing platform as well as WhatsApp putting into the central strategy, and that can change the world around us. And today, what we are going to see is really revolutionary, that how you can keep WhatsApp as your central point and connect all the omni-channel strategies to the WhatsApp over the messaging, right? So let's understand this further. How can I do that? And one of the major component for this is conversational ads. I'm not sure how many people have heard about this, but conversational ad is something which is picking up big time in this era, where not just the leads are captured over the CRM and then the sales team reaches, but the conversational ads are the ads which engages the prospect right there at the time when he or she is looking out for the product or the services of your businesses. Let's see that. So the conversational ads, like these, turn conversations into the quality conversations. That's the whole objective of this. And what all platforms can we use the conversational ads? So shifting from the conventional ads to the conversational ads on messaging would actually increase the productivity or the ROI of your ads by up to 25%. And that is a big difference. I mean, we have seen with few of our customers, the moment we have changed them from conventional ads to the conversational ads, the inquiries, the quality of the leads have approximately reached up to 300-400%, and that's a big change. So you can use conversational ads on your Facebook. You can convert your Facebook ads to the conversational ads, LinkedIn ads, Instas, Google, Twitter, and also the print ads. Yeah. That's right. The print ads also can be converted into the conversational ads, and we'll let you know how it can be done, right? So when we want to look at quick stats on marketing based on the messengers or messaging. So we all know that the messenger app, we call it a we call it a WhatsApp, we call it Facebook Messenger app. Few of them have links, few of them have Instagram, Telegram, and others. We all are there. So today, more than 2.5 billion people, around 35% of the world uses mobile messaging apps, right? We spend 3 hours minimum approximately a day in these apps. Let's meet the customers where they are spending most of the time and then see how the things are moving ahead, right? So conversational ads can be launched to turn your conversations into a conversions. So what no, they design in the real-time engagement, which means messages can only be sent when the prospect is active on and in the right mindset. And that's the very, very important line. I wanted to read it again, like which means that the messages can only be sent when the prospect is active. I mean, that's a big win. Your ads becomes a conversational ads only when the person is active, right? That's very important. So the next thing what we see is messaging strategies for the modern marketers and turning conversations to conversions, right? That's where we are gonna talk about today. So if I have to just give you the perspective of the modern marketing platforms, how does it work, what they work? So that's where the ORAI is one of the organization where the modern marketing conversational AI platform is the key for us to launch conversational ads and evolve the messaging based AIs. I mean, AI based messaging, and helps to interact with the prospects automatically in the more personalized and engaging way around the clock, right? That's how we are going to show it today. And with this, I would actually be passing it to Sujit. So I'm sure like you might have understood like what the shift is required and to stay relevant to the customers in this era. So let's see how Sujit is going to make this entire ideology real for us, where we have talked about the omnichannel omnichannels and how WhatsApp as a central strategic point, all these omnichannels can be integrated and deliver the best value to us. So over to you, Sujit. I mean, just a quick one, like as Sujit is one of the masters in the AI, and he have crafted the ORAI Robotics technology to suit the modern marketing needs. I mean, he's one of the rare combination of the technology guy. He is a technology guy, but he understands marketing better than few of the marketers themselves. So Sujit would be taking it up as a demo and showing us that how all the technology can be integrated, how all the marketings like SMS, emails, offline, online can be integrated with the omnichannel strategy or the WhatsApp as well. Over to you, Sujit. Sujit, you may be unmuting. You are on mute.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking in the mute. So once again, good morning, everyone, on this beautiful Saturday morning. As Swapnil was talking about revolution in marketing contents and why conversation marketing is more important, I'll try to explain you, as Swapnil has explained already in the presentation. I'll quickly walk you through the power of conversation marketing and how in the era of today's digital world it's gonna help. So I'll ask Bhakti, can you just quickly share the demo PPT first? Because that PPT contains one of our case study of one institute called Alliance University, and you will see that nowadays someone is not required to go to even to their websites, even not to look for the data anywhere else. They just need to open WhatsApp and start the conversation then and there immediately. So just go to the demo page, Bhakti. Above that. Yeah, just play this. So you will see how a student, this is a case of a university, so you will see how a student interacts straight away in a WhatsApp rather than searching a content or searching a particular course into Align's website. Now they had a complete power to access the data, ask their queries, even the courses, what they're looking for, the questions they want to ask immediately in WhatsApp, and all the answers are given to them in WhatsApp. Swapnil was mentioning, that why can't we have a omni-channel conversation in mid of all the content, and the customer remains in the center point, and the omni-channel presence, like whether we are in WhatsApp, Facebook, whether we talk through a phone or access the data or come from our phone, and a single agent helps you out to answer all your queries immediately, how it looks like. So quickly, I'll want to share my screen and then we'll start this demo. Bhakti, please share my phone screen now. So quickly, what I'll do, I will today start for my audience who have first time joined us in this episode. I want you to give you a quick flavor of how the current marketing ads, all current marketing ads, be it Facebook, Instagram, Google, all current marketing ads can be aligned or as a center focus towards a WhatsApp conversation marketing. So quickly, I'll start my demo. I'll start today with Instagram ad, which is, in a major landscape, most of the customer and the footprint of this particular tool or the usage of this particular tool is growing high and high. So in my last demos, I have shown you on web, I have shown you on Facebook. So this time I thought of, why not show you from Instagram first? So I just quickly open up my Insta, and I came across an ad. So this is specifically for one of a car, Jeep car, specifically for a Compass model. Now this time, once I try to tap to this ad, and you will notice immediately that the whole conversation is moving towards your WhatsApp business account. And once I start this conversation, ORAI automatically answers my questions. So it says, hey, looks like Jeep Compass interests you. Compass comes with a 2 configuration, Sports Plus. Below options will be provided for more detail. So I can look for a video. There's already video given, so I can access this video. I can even book a test drive, or if I want more detail on Compass, I can even talk about or ask about Compass specifications. So let's do one thing. Let's interact more and try to see what are the components we can access. So this time, rather than writing, I'm just trying to put certain voice commands and try to see how it's going to respond. So I'm just, first of all, for my curiosity, I want to know what is basically the specification for Compass car. Can you tell me the specification of Compass? And you have noticed that I am writing, or I am asking this question in my own way, not very specifically typing 1, 2, or typing the word called Compass specification. So as a user, I have a complete flexibility to ask my question in my own way, which I want to ask now. Quickly, once I do that, here you go. ORAI understands the question, and it says Compass comes with 2 configurations, Sports Plus. Below are the specification. So now you can see there is content which is given, a specification of the car which is given, and I can also see that I can look upon the different color variants. Very interesting. Let's see. What are the different color variants available? And the answer given: exotic red, millennium gray, vocal white, all the color components. Now think about a customer actually came from Instagram. Rather than calling a call center, all the answers are given there in the verified WhatsApp account. And the customer is directly connected with you because you are having a conversation with this customer directly on WhatsApp. Now, let's go back to Swapnil's example, and he's saying, why can't we have an omni-channel conversation? This is directly, I came from Instagram. Now, let's try to come from, let's say, email or a message which comes to me and try to have the similar side of experience. And let's quickly try to show you. I go back to my message, and here you go. There is a marketing campaign run by ORAI. It says, there's a new Jeep Compass which is launched. Excited to know more about it? Click this. Now, once I click this, you will notice the whole conversation will again taken back to your verified WhatsApp account. So whether I am coming from Instagram ad, whether I'm coming from WhatsApp ad, or coming from a SMS marketing campaign, everything is tightly connected, and in center, all the conversation is going through your verified WhatsApp account. Now, let me try to give some more example. This time, I receive an email. Again, it can be a marketing campaign. And again, there is a link, to know more, you can just click this. So again, I did that, and you will see again, the conversation is taken in WhatsApp. So be it I'm coming from, as I was mentioning, from SMS, from my emails, from any ads coming from my websites, coming from any social media framework or any digital media platform, all the conversation is tightly connected to you with your verified WhatsApp account. Now, this time I want to do something else and try to show you a very interesting example. I just quickly go back and I deleted the complete conversation which I had with ORAI. This will make you more interesting, and this will make our topic more interesting. Now, this time I use email to connect. So I clicked, and you will see soon I will be connected back to the WhatsApp. And once I went inside, now see, it understands, or I understands the customer that, hey, Sujit, looks like Jeep Compass interests you. Now it remembers that, what type of an ad I was seeing last time and what type of a conversation I had last time in WhatsApp. So based on that ad and the conversation, it understands that I am eligible, or I'm a customer who is looking for Jeep Compass. So immediately there is a promotion campaign which is pushed to this user automatically, whether I come from SMS, I come from email, I come from any other platform. Once I have accesses the content which is promoted to me, now all the data which I'm accessing is available with ORAI. And ORAI can decide, or an organization can decide that next time, whenever Sujit comes, or Sujit is not talking to me for, let's say, half an hour, can I send a promotion? The idea is yes, now you can send a promotion campaign to all your users through WhatsApp. Now it understands me. Now you have seen it's understand me. Now this time I'll try to make it more interesting, because I was talking, I was looking into a demo of a car. Now let's see how it can also solve the problem of other industries. I'll quickly talk about one of our industry, which is e-commerce, which is, nowadays in the era where we are living, WhatsApp plays a very important role. Now, if as a consumer, I want to buy some product. Can WhatsApp help me? The answer is yes. So just hold on, sit tight. I'll just put up a query to WhatsApp and try to see whether it's gonna help me or not. So this time the example goes for e-commerce industry who sells watches, footwears, dress materials, jackets, a couple of I'll say merchandise basically. So this time what I'm going to do is quickly ask a question that whether it can help me for online shopping. So I'm just putting a question. Can you help me with online shopping? See, the answer is immediately given. Why not? Enjoy the online shopping. This is the link. Now, let me quickly access this link and see what's gonna happen. So now what it's trying to do is basically there is a link which is shared to me, and ORAI knows in the backend that this is the particular person who wants to access the complete data or want to do online shopping of certain products. Now you can see I have shoes. Okay, I'm fond of glasses, so I just quickly dig in for the glasses and I say, yeah, looks good. I will purchase one item. Yeah, currently add this item, and now you can see the item is added in my shopping cart, and all the shopping, by the way, is started from my WhatsApp account. So I asked for a specific request to my WhatsApp to, it can be your verified WhatsApp account, that whether you do online shopping and can you provide a help me online shopping. Now you can see a complete online shopping can be done using WhatsApp. So as this example was pretty much for e-commerce. Now let's talk about other industries. Let's assume this will be very much fit for hotel industries as well as construction industries. Now, we quite often for, currently, whenever we want to purchase any type of a flat, any type of a project we want to get into, whether it's a 2 BHK villas, 3 BHK flats, most of the time we want to know how it virtually looks like. Can I get a virtual tour in my WhatsApp? Let's see that. So I go back to ORAI again, and this time I'll ask that, can it help me for a virtual tour? Can you help me for any virtual tour? Oh, it picks up 2. So let me make it tour. Or I can say 2 also, because the NLP is working behind and it will help me to understand or help customer to understand and respond based on what they're asking. And here you go, the virtual guide is available. I click this and let's go quickly to the virtual tour. Now we'll see a complete virtual tour is available in your fingertips. Let it load. And now let me quickly click this and make it full screen. Now I go inside this room. Let me revolve. Now you can see I'm right now in terrace. Let me go inside the living room. Yeah, I'm inside the office now. Great, it looks pretty good. Now this supports a complete virtual tour. It can be for a project, a construction project. It can be for a hotel. It can be for a villas, trips and tour companies where they want to give a complete experience of a virtual tour of their customers for a specific product within WhatsApp. Isn't it sound interesting? So now think about a simple connected tool called WhatsApp, and it can help your customer and help you to connect with your customer far more better. A customer, you can connect the customer through emails, you can connect your customers through WhatsApp, you can connect from any ad, like whether it's Google, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Instagram, SMS campaign. From all these campaigns, you can connect to your customer directly in WhatsApp, and WhatsApp will be a single central focus point for all the conversation, because ORAI, once it's connected to your WhatsApp verified account, understands the customer, understands the need of a customer, understand what type of a query they are asking, and responding it 24/7. And the best part is, to answer these queries, you don't require any human. It's all answered automatically. Now, I'll go back to Swapnil quickly now.
Right. So I think very nicely what you have explained here and what we were talking is about the conversations which can be brought centrally and from all or any place or any channels. I mean, that is where the most important thing was. And having a centralized one place for the unified conversation. I mean, a person once becomes a user or connected to you over your WhatsApp business API, he becomes a customer for life. I mean, he becomes into your database for life, and then you can also do the notifications, sending the details to them over the WhatsApp any point of time, right? That's true.
Yeah, absolutely, Swapnil. Now, there are many companies who are shifting towards WhatsApp marketing. So, Bhakti, if you can quickly share my screen. I'm trying to show you a few of the statistics recently given by WhatsApp, shared by WhatsApp in their success story of WhatsApp. This is the customer, Make My Trip, you all know, was the early mover into verified WhatsApp business account. What they said is there is an increase of 5x notification, so open rate of notification. What we know, as Swapnil was saying, it is very important today that what is the open rate of a particular message which you are going to send. So compared to SMS, compared to email, compared to any other platform, the message which is sent in WhatsApp, the readability and the open rate is very high. So this is one of the statistics which is shared by Make My Trip. In other context, when I was looking into their case study, I came to know around 50% of reduction in the ticket refunds. So earlier they were talking to the call centers over the phone. Now all of these is basically reduced by 50% because their answer is being solved by WhatsApp, within WhatsApp. Now, isn't it interesting? Now, there is someone, an automated AI, who is able to answer most of your queries, whether the world is sleeping, whether whatever time zone I am into, or my answers are given. Now, quickly, there's one more case study which I want to share. HubSpot, which we know very popular CRM nowadays, they came up with their case study saying 20% of user interaction every day in conversation platform. So any conversation platform, there is an increase of 20% of users, and 40% of queries are resolved by conversation platforms. This is very, very important number to understand. So if in a day, let's assume 100 users are coming, around 40 users answer is given straight away into these conversation platforms. And 50% of chat conversations is converted straight away into lead. Let's assume I have 40 customers who are there, 20 are my leads straight away into WhatsApp. Isn't it interesting? Now, why not use this power? So we thought of, let's use this power of WhatsApp and conversation platform and bring and give you that flavor where you can also connect directly to your customer. Your customer understands your brand, and if they have any type of a query, they can connect to you immediately on WhatsApp.
That's true. That's true. I mean, now this actually ensures like how multi-channel marketing needs a shift to the omni-channel marketing with the power of WhatsApp. And for the people, those who may not be aware that what WhatsApp we are talking about right now, So just giving a quick insight, there are three categories of the WhatsApp you may be aware of. WhatsApp first, which is a personal WhatsApp which you and me use on our phone numbers and to start the conversations with our friends and families. Another WhatsApp is like the WhatsApp Business app, again available on the Play Store to download. But here it is for small business enterprises where they can actually just update their profile, a quick link, quick auto replies. But it is not powered by NLP. I mean, it's just a static replies what you have. But the next is a very, very powerful one. And it was not available for everyone earlier. Now this can be taken up by the brands. And to do this, what it allows you to do is this is an API, and you might be aware of the SMS API or the emails APIs when you do a marketing campaigns, or you integrate into your CRMs or ERPs that with any transaction which happens, automatically we receive a message, right? In the banking we see, or in the OYOs we see, or in the hotel booking we see, or any purchase of the products we see. The moment we do the purchases, we get an SMS that, okay, you have purchased this and this is your amount. This is expected date of delivery. I mean, think about the entire scenario. It just completely gets shifted to WhatsApp, that we start receiving tickets from Make My Trip on our WhatsApp. And I mean, that was an amazing time when everyone felt, oh, how can somebody send a WhatsApp to my number? Even we have not stored the number and the name was there with a green tick. That's where the verified WhatsApp Business comes in. And tremendous possibilities in terms of integrating with your ERPs, CRMs, your marketing advertisements, and your social media campaigns. And at the end of the day, what you have done, all the channels where you do the advertisements, you have brought them centrally to one place. And the most important thing, any person who is coming from any point of time or any channel, he will start the conversation right from the place where he left. I mean, that is something which we have not seen so far. And this is going to revolutionize the entire marketing strategies, what we are talking about. This is what exactly it is called customer-centric marketing, right? So that's one part of what we have seen. And then, we can take up any questions in case if there are few. I just wanted to go back to one particular slide and then come back here to connect it. Let me just take 3-4 slides back, and I would be able to take it up and show you that what I'm talking about, that with this entire webinar, what we have achieved in terms of the thought process, change of the strategies, a little tweaking in these strategies with incorporating the modern marketing platform. Here we go. This is what we have spoken, that how to rethink the omnichannel strategy, keeping the modern marketing platform and WhatsApp in the central focal point, and connect all the channels to WhatsApp and start a conversation. And this is where, when the conversations are powered by artificial intelligence, that's where it is called conversational AI. So we've shown you email marketing, we have talked about SMS, we have talked about digital marketing, we have talked about any digital platforms. And the offline, you may be asking, okay, how about the offline thing? This may get connected. I mean, any ads, newspapers, hoardings, billboards, you just have to incorporate one QR code. And the moment somebody scans that QR code from any place, immediately it gets back to your WhatsApp again. And it starts the conversation. If that's a repeat customer, it would start the conversation right from where he has left. That's the power of the entire conversational AI platform or the modern marketing strategies. So, I mean, that's all from our end. I mean, in case there are any questions, we can take it up, and we all are available on the contacts given in the presentation. You can connect our teams, you can ask for the demos, you can ask industry specific demo from our teams. We would be happy to help organizations doing it. We so far has worked big time in education segment, where the institutions and universities, we have implemented this. And we have hospitality industry, we have hospitals coming to us, where we have helped hospitals to be connected with the patients 24/7 using WhatsApp as a technology. And then we have recently started working in the real estate space as well, where the real estate people would be in a position to connect with their audience. So multiple scenarios where we are talking to big industries, integrating this WhatsApp Business API with the ERPs and all that. So huge potential, and it would help in terms of your business to amplify the performance and stay relevant with the customers. Thank you.
Hey, Bhakti, we have any questions?
There are few set of questions.
Our participants, if they have any questions, they can type into the question answer session.
Right. So there were a few questions, Sujit. I think the backend team have answered them.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have answered them from the backend. So that's fine. So let's stay connected. You all have the contact details of ORAI shared on the chat windows. You can anytime contact us and we'll take the relationship ahead. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for coming to the webinar today. Signing off.
Thank you. Be safe. Stay at home.